everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to take a look at the new DC Collectibles 7-inch Batman Arkham Knight Red Hood figure. Now this figure is an exclusive to Gamestop retail stores. It's available on their website now. I don't know if it's actually hit their physical stores yet, but you can order it online if you want to go on and get this figure. The figure comes packaged in the same style of packaging we've seen with the other Arkham Knight figures in the first wave. You've got the black box type packaging, you've got the figure clearly displayed in the window box packaging, you've got the Batman Arkham Knight logo down below. Off to the side, it's got the name of the character. Now instead of having a number telling us what figure in the series it is, we've just got the little GameStop exclusive logo down below. And again, we have that off to the side. We have the little digital graphic like we've seen with the other figures. And again, that GameStop exclusive. And then on the back of the packaging, we again have that little digital kind of computer graphic for the character. The Batman Arkham Knight logo up at the top. And then we see the other figures in Series 1. Now, the Red Hood figure is not depicted as Series 1, but I guess technically it's kind of part of the first wave. But again, it's only available at GameStop. But the other figures in the first wave are Batman, Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, all of which we've looked at, and then the Arkham Knight character, which has not yet been released. And then down below it tells us that the figures are sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. Okay, so let's get this figure open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging, and I have to say that I think DC Collectibles did a really nice job overall with this figure. It's got really nice articulation, which we'll look at closer in just a minute, and the details on it are pretty nice as well. He comes with two accessories, so he comes with two guns, and both of the guns look pretty much the same. They're done in a mostly metallic gunmetal silver. You can see a little bat logo painted on the end of the gun, and then you've got some red paint up at the top. And then the handle itself is done with the brown and got little screws in. So pretty nice detailing overall with the guns. Now he'll hold both guns in each hand, and he holds the guns pretty nice and tight. So no problem there. He does not, this version does not come with any kind of holsters though, so nowhere to hold the guns other than in his hands. Now the detail, the paint applications are pretty nice on the figure. Now he's basically, he's much more kind of beat up and kind of, you know, his costume's got like looks like it's got holes and stuff in it, so much more beat up looking than like say the new 52 version, which is a much cleaner looking, you know, his armor on his chest is much cleaner looking and more detailed and everything. Like the bat symbol on his chest is made, looks like it was spray painted on his chest. And so it's kind of, you know, jaggedy edge, like if you had hand painted it on there. And then the same on the back on his jacket. Definitely looks like it's meant to be like, you know, was just like spray painted or painted by hand. He's also got this little black mark. Now this, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be there. It looks like it's supposed to be like a rip in his jacket, and it looks like he's got some kind of stitching or staples or something to hold the rip closed. So again, pretty nice detailing there. The pants are, you know, definitely kind of done to make, given kind of a worn look. Again, he's got like a rip or something on his shirt, and it looks like he's got a little band-aid or something over top of it. So just nice detailing with all that. There's some scuff marks on his shin guards, and those are done in a metallic silver. And then the pants are done with a dark gray with like kind of a wash, again, to give it kind of that worn effect. And he's got these straps on his legs, and again, no holsters, but they've like sculpted on these, like look like magazines on each of his legs, and they're dark gray, and then got some like cream colors on the edges of them. And then he's got, you can see under his jacket, he's got like a belt, and he's got some little things, little canisters or something, bullets, I'm not sure, sculpted on there. And off to the side as well on the front of the belt. So pretty nice detailing overall. He's got some more bullets on this side of the belt, which are done with like a metallic gold. Now the mask itself, the mask is not very detailed, but it's kind of cool looking. The way they've sculpted it. He's got these little breathing apparatuses which are painted on a gray color. The mask itself is actually done in a metallic red color, so I like that. I like that as opposed to like the red used on the new 52 version. And he doesn't have any eyes. And he's got some like line work where I guess the eyes would be, but again, no real eyeballs or anything on the mask. But I just like that red metallic paint that they've used. It gives it kind of a cool effect. Now the hood itself, it's that kind of vinyl, soft vinyl material like we see with capes and stuff in this line with DC Collectibles and stuff. And it's attached, it's basically glued, looks like to the collar of the coat. So it does kind of limit the head movement. I mean, you can turn the head inside the hood, but the hood itself doesn't turn. And you do want to be kind of careful because you can kind of pull the hood back a little bit, but again, it's glued to the collars of the coat. So if you pull on it too much, you're going to pull off the glue and basically pull off the hood. So just be careful with that. The coat itself, again, the main part of the coat is that kind of vinyl material, so it's not actually attached to the figure, whereas the arms part of the coat are sculpted on there like we've seen before. And you've got these little buckles, they're just plastic there around his wrist for the coat, but nice detailing again with that. So the figure stands at just about 7 inches tall exactly if you count to the tip of his hood. He is maybe just a hair shorter than the Arkham Knight Batman figure. He's definitely taller than the Harley Quinn Arkham Knight figure. And then he's roughly about the same size as the Scarecrow from this line. And then just one more comparison. Here he is next to that new 52 version of Red Hood, and he's definitely much bigger and brawnier than that version of the character. Articulation on the figure is actually really good. The only place where it's a little bit limited is with the head because that hood itself does not actually move. So you can turn the hood or the head left and right, but again the hood won't turn. And then he's got some up and down movement as well there. The arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joints so he can get his arm out good. And then he's got good rotation there at the arm. He's got a double jointed elbow. So he's got good bending at the elbow, and he's got a bicep swivel, and then the wrists, he's got swivel at the wrist, and then he's got the hinges at the wrist, so he's got good up and down movement there. He actually also has an ab crunch joint, so he's got good, he can crunch down and crunch up a little bit. He's got rotation at the waist. Legs are attached with ball joints, so you can do the splits about that much. It's not those clear joints, so I don't think you'll have to worry about breakage there, so that's good. He can get his leg forward about that much, and then can't really do his leg back very much because of the way the butt is sculpted. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got a double jointed knee, so he's got good bending at the knee. And then he's got the ankle pivot, so good movement there at the ankle. And then actually just one peg hole on the bottom of his foot. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I think this is a really nice figure. Now, I don't really know a whole lot about what role this character plays in the upcoming video game. I know there's a downloadable story pack where you can play the character, but beyond that, I really don't know, what his role in the game is. But I think the overall detail of the figure, I like the articulation, I like the paint applications. And I think this is actually one of the nicer Red Hood figures that DC Collectibles has done. So if you're a fan of the character or you just love the Arkham video game figures, then I think this is definitely one that you're going to want to add to your collection. So again, this is a GameStop exclusive, so you can only get it at the video game retailer. It is available now, at least on their website. Again, I don't know if it's hit their actual physical stores yet, but you can definitely order it online now. And that's my review. There'll be a full gallery of images of the figure over at toynewseye.com. There's a link in the description below. And as always, we ask, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And until next time, I'll catch you later.